Really? You just did that?
Oh, yeah, I went there.
Wow.
This is Parker Lundgren from Queensryche, and you're watching BSTV. Take hold.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bobby.
I'm Shane.
Bobby and Shane Television, and I thought that was a brilliant name, by the way.
Awesome.
We are episode 3, and looking forward that we have part 2 with Matt Keighan, because it was such a great interview that you did.
Wow.
Probably.
Obviously.
Yeah, well, you finally did a good interview, and I think it wasn't you, it was Matt Keighan that Sean? Are you Sean or Shane?
I'm not Shane, I'm Shane.
You're Shane.
Poor Young Things! What about them?
Poor Young Things, love that band, and
Yes.
we partied with that band at Taps. Well, you know.
He did not party with them.
And they lit it up, chock full of beach balls and rock and roll. And
Booze and broads, that's all that matters.
yeah, there you go.
All right, Matt Frappitro, backstage as well. You'll see that.
That's right.
That's it.
And didn't you talk to Basha Lijak?
Oh, I did!
Brand new singer, Step
Wow.
Echo, and that was awesome.
That was at Canal Days.
right,
I was
with
I
I
look
Mother
good.
Earth.
I look good that day, too.
Well, no,
Yeah,
not really.
I think so.
All right, stay tuned.
Does writing music, playing guitar, make you a better drummer too? Like understanding that part of the band, or
It definitely does. Well, you know what? Having drums being my first instrument and sitting behind the drums and, looking at the lead singer's ass and all the other, all the other musicians. Drummers, it's kind of like the center of the universe, because that's where the rhythm starts right there, right?
Right.
And everything kind of just vamps on that, right? So I found myself hearing everything, like what's the bass player doing? What's the guitar player doing? What's the singer doing? What's going on with the melody? Like when I get hired to play drums in a band and it's material I've never heard, I mean, I do listen to the drums. I mean, if it's in 4/4 time, generally, you can play it, right? But it's more about the melody and the lyrics. That's really what dictates things for me as far as what's going on. And I can anticipate what's happening in a song by listening to the melody and the lyrics,
understanding it.
So that really helped me as a producer,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's why you amaze me, because you're so well versed in everything. You play the rhythm section. You can play guitar vocally. You're connected.
Well, I'm not a virtuoso by any means, but I do my best,
One thing you do have is epic hair. I'm gonna tell you that
Thanks.
much.
I kept my hair down for the interview,
What are some of your influences as a songwriter? Like who are some of your influences?
Well, I'm a big Bob Seger fan, because when I was growing up, my parents used to have Bob Seger parties, and I'd be up in my room trying to sleep, and I would just hear Bob Seger and people hooting and hollering, so kind of got into me. I love Steve Earle.
Yeah.
I love James McMurtry, who's a Texas songwriter. I love a guy named Adam Carroll, who is he's a Texas songwriter, kind of he's kind of bubbling under.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I really love lyric and melody, So, and I love classic rock, and I love there's some new music that I really love, although it sounds very digital these days.
Right.
Everything's just so perfect and goddamn perfect, Which,
It makes me sound good.
Well-
you know that there's technology's come a long way when that happens.
well, that's good. I mean, you can run things through a box, but really, if what's going into the box is not
good.
up to whatever, in my opinion, it generally comes out of the box, kind of.
So let's talk about your road trip. You just got back from a small tour in support of Mike Lynch and his record.
Yeah.
And Mike's a great guy, and Jeff Brown, and you joined us on the radio show from, where were you out in Alberta?
We talked in Olds, Alberta.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit the story behind that, how you kind of connected with them, and maybe what it was like playing out there.
Well, Mike and I, funny thing, I mean, man, I could go on for hours, but I know that we got to keep things tight. But the first time I met Mike Lynch, I was on tour, and we were in Calgary at a buddy of mine. His name's Doug Freeze. He lives in Bowness, Calgary. And he just met my buddy Doug, who I knew for a while before that. Anyways, it just was like, oh my God, like,
Instant connection.
Well, I met Mike out there, and I didn't even know I didn't know him then. But the first time I met Mike was in Calgary, and he's from St. Catharines, right? And we were touring with a guy named Hayes Carl, who's from Texas, and that's the first time I met Mike. And then we got acquainted and found out that he was from St. Catharines, and then ever since then, Mike and I have been friends, and we work together on and off, and I've recorded 3 records for him in my studio.
Right.
And this last one is called Reel to Reel, and he recorded most of it up in his bedroom.
Is that out now, or is he?
It is, yeah. And he recorded it on an 8-track reel to reel, 1/4-inch tape, and then he brought the files to me, and unfortunately we had to load them in the computer. We played them off the tape player, and then I mixed it and mastered it. I also played drums on a few tracks too.
So you knew what you were doing when you were traveling out west.
Yeah.
So you played drums on that tour,
I
right?
played drums on that
And
tour.
Jeff Brown was there playing guitar?
Jeff Brown was playing guitar, Mike was playing acoustic. We had no bass player.
Right. You don't need a bass player.
Well, you know what? It made for a really interesting show, right? It was kind of rootsy. You know, it really turned into this sort of intimate, rootsy kind of thing. And we had 3-part harmonies going on. It was great. And we played the Pembina River Nights Festival. Black and the Rodeo Kings headlined the night we played. So Colin Linden was there. And who's the guy from Junk House?
I know, but they're playing soon.
The guy with the long hair.
Ask the guy behind the camera. I don't know.
Are we going to break the third wall here? Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson, yeah. He was there. He was from Junk House, right?
Yeah,
With
yeah.
Great sultry voice.
Yeah.
And it was just great. Mary Gauthier was there. She's from Louisiana.
Okay, so you're on the road for how long? Couple weeks?
We left, we were out for 20 days. We left the July 2nd, back on the 22nd.
There has to be one story that nobody is supposed to know that you can tell us from that road.
One story that nobody's
Yeah,
supposed
there's
to
got
know,
to be
eh?
something good.
Well, I don't know if I should
and
tell
juicy.
it. Juicy, eh? Well...
And it probably doesn't have anything to do with Mike Lynch, if I know Mike, so... it's either you or Jeff Brown.
You know, mum's the word on that one.
Damn, I was hoping to get something big.
You know, really, when you're out there touring, it's wonderful, and I'm very grateful. But you know, it's
okay. So you're not going to tell me
it's a lot of driving, a lot of waiting around, and you know, you play the show and then
move on to the next one.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, where am I sleeping? You know, like, oh, okay, are we staying in a hotel or is the club putting us up? You know, the show is that's the least thing you do on the road.
Really?
Everything else is
stress.
No, not stress. You know, it's really great, actually, man. It's a great way to see the country.
I think you need to take Bobby and Shane television with you next time you go.
You know what? That would be awesome.
And we could do like a whole documentary as
that would be awesome, man. We'd need a bigger van.
So you have a record that potentially could be out soon.
It'll be out soon.
Explain, because you're gonna play us a song soon, but give us an idea. What does it kind of sound like? What would you compare it to?
You know, I've had people say it sounds like John Cougar Mellencamp. I guess it has kind of a classic rock kind of feel to it. You know, Bob Seger. I don't know. Right. Like people say, you write the music that you want to hear. So it's.
I guess we're gonna have to find out.
Yeah. I mean, I'll play a song just with the acoustic, but the album obviously has full production and stuff.
So give us some contact information. You're on Facebook and that.
You can
make sure you spell your last name right.
Yeah, you can reach me on Facebook anywhere in the world. My last name is spelled Keighan.
Not the way it's spelled over here.
Everybody always spells my name wrong, but.
And you got a website?
Yeah, and I also have a website for my studio, which I haven't put any new material on there, but there is a contact, audiomat.ca.
Right.
And Facebook is really the best way to reach anybody these days.
I think so.
You know, Facebook's a great thing. I mean,
you're not on Facebook, you're nobody.
Well, it's just great. I like seeing streams, like things coming through in my stream, the people that I haven't seen in a while, and you can just hit a like, and it's like basically saying, "Hey, what's happening, man?" You know, that kind of thing. Like that's valuable to me.
You're the best. Matt Keighan, thank you so much for coming out, buddy. I appreciate it.
Man.
All right.
Thanks so much, Shane.
You're going to play us a tune, and we're going to...
And Bobby.
Yeah, Bob, wow. He's irrelevant. Bobby and Shane Television, Matt Keighan.
Yeah, watch it. Listen to it. Max Inc. Radio 2.
Rock on.
Right?
Yeah, you bet. All right, Bobby and Shane Television. We are here at Taps in Niagara Falls. Matt Yabba-dabba-doo from the Poor Young Things just got off stage. You guys were kicking ass, man.
Sure.
You guys are awesome.
I had a fun time.
So listen, you got a new album coming out.
Yes.
And you didn't text me or email me. I found out by listening to your show.
Well, take a hint.
Take a hint, damn it. So what's going on with that?
So the new album is coming out October the 9th.
You know it's the 9th for sure?
Yes.
Okay, it's not the 8th or the 10th. It's going to be the 9th.
No, I'm pretty sure it's
okay, it's the 9th. All right, it's the 9th.
It's the 9th. Our new single just went to radio. It's called Like an Animal. You can request it, and hopefully it'll be places. It'll start popping up. And yeah, Yeah, we're going to be hitting the road with the Glorious Sons and Northcote in August.
Where are you going?
October. In October.
August. It could be August 6 months.
In October.
Where are you going? Anywhere exciting?
All across Canada. We're going coast to coast.
Really?
Yeah.
And Bobby and Shane are coming with you.
Yep.
So that we can be there for the whole thing.
We got the 2 chairs tied to the roof.
Yes!
At the top of the band.
So excited.
For you boys.
I gotta tell you, man, this is the first time I've seen your band play live. You guys are amazing. You got your shit together.
Thanks, man.
So, like, tell me, the music scene right now is, I mean, it's very competitive. How do you stay on top?
Well, I mean, I think people like to see you have fun. I mean, nobody wants to, watch a downer. So we like to have a good time. I mean, I bit a beach ball apart tonight.
Yeah, I saw that. You're an animal.
I just
Get it?
realized-
You're an animal.
Right. I just realized how dirty that beach ball was when I went into it. I have to go brush my teeth. It's bad news, man. Don't do that.
This is Matt Yabba Dabba Doo from the Poor Young Things, and you can listen to them on BS Live Rock, Smack Sync Radio. You're the best, man.
Thanks, buddy.
All right. We'll be across Canada, apparently, real soon. Check us out.
Our Cops on Horses are playing over there, so please go watch them. The Walkervilles are after us. We had a great old time. Even over to name grab on the guitar.
It's a blue wheel! Yeah!
We are at Canal Days. Here, this is Bobby and Shane Television. I'm really excited about Bobby and Shane Television.
So
I don't even know why. We are with Bosh Elijah from Step Echo, and she just got off stage like 3 hours ago, but she's going to talk to us now. So
Hi,
how
guys.
was that? That was the first show ever. Kicked
Oh
out.
my god, it's the first show ever. The first show I played in front of like a sea of people. And I have to say, I'm really happy and proud, humble and proud, first off, that I joined this amazing group of people who are Step Echo. And we're gonna go into the studio next week. We're gonna start recording some old Step Echo stuff, some old Bosh Elijah catalog, because we are all veterans in music, and it's our medicine. That's what we love to do. This has been a great night at Canal Days.
You kicked ass. I gotta ask you, what was your favorite song tonight? Besides Sick and Tired, because that's your song and it rocked. Besides that, what was your favorite song?
Great.
Yeah?
Right.
And I heard that they had not played that song either ever live
Ever
for a long
live.
time. So you brought it to the table. Bosh Elijah, Step Echo, and this is for you. It says, I don't need your autograph, I gave you mine. See? Yeah! Bobby and Shane Television. Bosh
Cheers! PS Live rocks! Love you!
Step Echo.
Long time.
My life within these walls, I keep thinking there's so much more. What would it take to walk away? I think it's time to change my way. Can't believe that it's really over. I can't believe that this is goodbye. So sick and tired, and I
stay tuned next week. Bobby and Shane Television, live from Niagara Falls, Canada. Shane Television coming up next week from Niagara Falls, Canada.